Assalamu alaikum students. Our today topic is Indus Valley civilization. This is the part 1 of this presentation. Beginning around 5000 years ago, an important civilization developed on the Indus River floodplain named the Indus Valley civilization, which was a Bronze Age civilization about 1300 to 3300 BC. Mature period is 1900 to 2600 BC. You can see here the Indus Valley civilization's houses and land area. The Indus Valley civilization was a Bronze Age. इससे पहले आपने पढ़ा है कि स्टोन एज थी, फिर उसके बाद आयरन एज रही, फिर ब्रॉन्ज एज मेसोपोटामिया के टाइम पे, और उसके अलावा आपने इजिप्शियन सिविलाइजेशन में पढ़ा है। इंडस तक जो है वो काफ़ी डेवलपमेंट हो चुकी थी, यानी ये ब्रॉन्ज एज चल रही थी, mainly in the northwestern regions of the South Asia, extended from what today is northeast Afghanistan to Pakistan and northwest India. 3 countries के अंदर उस वक्त इसके cities थे, India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Along with ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, it was one of 3 early civilizations of the Old World, and of the 3 the most widespread. It flourished in the basins of the Indus River, which flows through the length of Pakistan, and along a system of perennial, mostly monsoon-fed rivers that once coursed in the vicinity of the seasonal Ghaggar Hakra River in northwest India and eastern Pakistan. In this slide, you can see the time period of Indus Valley, the early food producing era from 5000 to 6500 BC, and regionalization era from 1300 to 2600 BC is also known as early Harappan, and integration era that is called mature Harappan 1900 to 2600 BC, and the late Harappan localization area 1300 to 1900. This era was the modern era of this civilization, and the post-Indus tradition from 1300 to 300 BC. Here you can see the evolution of the Indus River. On the right side is Ladakh area, and on the left side is a deforming area of Indus Valley civilization, and in the center is a canal of Indus River. You can see in the picture A, it is located in the center, and in picture B, it is slightly on the left side, and C, more on the left side, and in the D, it is totally shifted from center to left side. दरिया जो हैं अपने रास्ते बदलते रहते हैं और अपनी जगह तब्दील करते हैं। इसी तरह इंडस रिवर ने भी अपना एरिया जो है वो तब्दील किया। जैसा कि हम आज जिस एरिया में रह रहे हैं, ये टेक्सला और इसके इर्द-गिर्द का एरिया सारा ये गंधारा का इलाका कहलाता है, और ये उस वक्त की इंडस सिविलाइजेशन में शामिल था। और ये जो इंडस रिवर है जो आज अटक की दूसरी साइड से कुंड वगैरह के करीब से गुजर रहा है, उस वक्त टेक्सला के करीब से गुजरता था। Now about geography of Indus Valley. The Indus Valley civilization is also known as the Harappan civilization. After Harappa, the first of its sites to be excavated in the 1920s in what was then the Punjab province of British India and now in Pakistan. It is situated in Pakistan. The discovery of Harappa and soon afterwards Mohenjo-daro, that is in Sindh province, was the culmination of work beginning in 1861 with the founding of the Archaeological Survey of India in the British Raj. Indus Valley civilization was one of the world's first great urban civilization. It flourished in the vast Indus River plains and adjacent regions in what are now parts of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Western India. I will discuss some prominent features of Harappan civilization or characteristics of Harappan civilization. Number one, archaeological discoveries show that this culture evolved from the earlier rural communities. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, uh, Chenutara, Kalibanga, Luthal, Banawali, Rakhegadi, and Dholavira were some of the important cities of the Harappan civilization. It was well planned town and can be observed at some Harappan centers. These towns were characterized by two broad divisions, a citadel on a higher mound and the lower town. There were burnt bricks were used for building houses. First time bricks were burnt, it means that terracotta technique was used here. In terracotta technique, we bake the mud elements, mud crockery or mud bricks in a high temperature, and that become more strong and solid. The towns had good drainage system. First time planned drainage system and planned road system was introduced in this civilization. यहाँ इस मैप में आप देखें, ये इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन रेड कलर में जहाँ लिखा हुआ है, इसके इर्द गिर्द सारे सिटीज़ एलोकेटेड हैं. साथ ही ये दूसरी राइट साइड पे जो है इसमें आप देखें, ये ब्लू कलर का रिवर फ्लो करता हुआ आ रहा है और आके अरेबियन सी के अंदर गिरता है, और उसके साइड पे पाकिस्तान, अफ़गानिस्तान और इंडिया के अंदर सिटीज़ जो हैं वो आबाद हैं. From the various articles discovered, one can safely conclude that the people believed in image worshipping. The image of a female deity resembles the image of Mother Goddess, which has been identified as the symbol of Sakti. A number of statues have been discovered. One is a semi-nude female figure wearing girdle or band round her loins. Those figures represent the Mahadev of the valley. The cult of Mother Goddess seems to have been widely prevalent in the Indus Valley. A long seal discovered at Harappa showing the figure of Mother Goddess with a man holding a dagger. Women represent with hands lifted represent the prevalence of human sacrifice. Harappan people believed in female energy as the source of all creation. Simultaneously, the idea of worshipping male god Shiva Paspati was popular at that time. On one particular seal, we find a figure with two horns on two sides of a tall headdress surrounded by wild animals and sitting in an erect meditative posture or a yoga posture. This speaks of, to a certain extent, the later connection of Shiva. Lord Shiva is regarded as the Mahayogi and is styled as Paspati or the Lord of the Beasts. The three faces in the figure suggest the concept of Trimukha, which directly symbolize the Lord Shiva. The discovery of stone pieces which looks exactly like Shiva Linga has further confirmed the idea of worshipping God Shiva by the people of Indus Valley. In this slide you can see there uh, religious reliefs and sculptures. Apart from the worship of god and goddess, the people of Indus Valley used to worship certain trees, birds, and animals. Some of the animals were regarded as the Vahana of the Shiva. The bull, usually depicted with a single horn, was associated with god Shiva. It is strange that the cow, so universally worshipped in later Hinduism, is nowhere depicted in the Indus seals. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro indicates that the people used to bodily purify themselves by taking bath on the eve of the religious ceremony before worshipping either goddess or gods. Writing system. Between 400 to 600 Indus symbols have been found. These symbols were carved on seals, small tablets, ceramic pots, and other materials, and a signboard that apparently once hung over the gate of the inner citadel of the Indus city of Dholavira. You can see here the symbols and images, pictographs, and symbols. In this slide, you can see their calligraphic style. Now, the trade system, trade and transportation. Please read the slide. Trading network, both internal with the country and external foreign, was a significant feature of the urban economy of the Harappans. As the urban population had to depend on the surrounding countryside for the supply of food and many other necessary products, there emerged a village town rural urban interrelationship. Similarly, the urban craftsmen needed markets to sell their goods in other areas. It led to the contact between the towns. The traders also established contacts with foreign lands, particularly Mesopotamia, where these goods were in demand. It is important to note that various kinds of metals and precious stones were needed by craftsmen to make goods, but as these were not available locally, they had to be brought from outside. Though the artifacts from those regions are rarely found at the Harappan sites, a seal of Western Asian or Persian origins has been discovered at Luthal, which confirms this contact. Mesopotamian cities like Susa, Ur, etc., have yielded about 2 dozen of Harappan seals. Besides seals, other artifacts of Harappan origin which have been discovered include potteries, etched carnelians, beads, and dices with Harappan features. In this slide, you can see the sources of मटेरियल. जिस वक्त हम ट्रेड सिस्टम को देखते हैं इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन के, तो हम जज करते हैं कि ये बड़ा ही सिविलाइज और बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइज किस्म का था, और तमाम सिटीज़ जो हैं हड़प्पा, मोहनजोदड़ो और बाकी सिटीज़ के अंदर हमें एक जैसी खसूसियात मिलती हैं, जैसे एक जैसे बाथ्स हैं, एक जैसी ग्रेनरीज हैं, गोदाम वगैरह जिन्हें कहें. इसी तरह ट्रेड सिस्टम भी इक्वली मैनेज हुआ है. तो उस वक्त हमारे माइंड में ये आता है कि कोई एक ऐसी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट होगी जो सारे सिटीज़ को कंट्रोल करती है और उनको गाइड करती है. The presence of such raw material found at sites away from the place of its origin naturally indicates it must have reached there through an exchange activity. यहाँ पे जिस वक्त हम देखते हैं उनके ऑर्नामेंट्स को, उनकी सील्स को और मुख्तलिफ प्रोडक्ट्स जो तैयार हुई हैं, तो उस वक्त ये प्रोडक्ट्स कहाँ से आती थी, ये रॉ मटेरियल कहाँ से आता था, इन स्लाइड्स में मैंने थोड़ा सा डिटेल में डाला है ताकि आपके पास नोट रहे। कॉपर जो है वो राजस्थान रीजन से लाया जाता था, जबकि सिल्वर जो है वो भी माइंस ऑफ राजस्थान से रिलेटेड था। इट इज़ बिलीव दैट इट मस्ट हैव आल्सो कम फ्रॉम मेसोपोटामिया इन एक्सचेंज फ्रॉम हड़प्पन गुड्स। हड़प्पा से जो चीज़ें वहाँ पे सेल आउट होती थी मेसोपोटामिया में, सिल्वर वहाँ से एक्सचेंज में लिया जाता था। और प्रीशियस स्टोन्स जैसे बीड्स वग़ैरह, लेपिस लजूली, और ये बदख्शां से बदख्शां की माइन से निकाला जाता था, वहाँ से इंपोर्ट किया जाता था। बदख्शां अफ़गानिस्तान का एक शहर है। इसके अलावा टर्कोइज़, जेड, माइट हैव बीन ब्रॉट फ्रॉम सेंट्रल एशिया, और वेस्ट इंडिया जो है वो इसका पाथ था, इसका गेटवे था, जहाँ से गुज़र के ये सारे कारवान आते थे और यहाँ पे अपनी ट्रेड को करते थे। इसके अलावा सी शेल्स वग़ैरह गुजरात से लाए जाते थे, और टिम्बर जो है वो जम्मू के इलाके से कलेक्ट किया जाता है, टिम्बर। और इसके अलावा क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट गुड्स जो हैं, फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स वग़ैरह, वो सारी जम्मू के एरिया से इकट्ठी की जाती थी। हड़प्पन्स वर engaged in external trade with Mesopotamia, Oman, Bahrain and Persian Gulf. It is confirmed by the presence of Harappan artifacts such as beads, seals, dyes in these regions. If we summarize it, we can say that trading network, both internal and external, was a significant feature of the urban economy of the Harappan, as the urban population had to depend on the surrounding countrysides for the supply of food and many other necessary products. There emerged a village-town interrelationship. Similarly, the urban craftsmen needed markets to sell their goods in other areas. In this slide, you can see the means of transportation. On the left side, having black background, it is a ship which was used in Indus River, and on the right side, the cart which was used for luggage, transportation of luggage, and for agriculture purpose. Wheel was also used. Agriculture, along with pastoralism, cattle rearing, was the base of Harappan economy. The granaries, or you can say storehouses for grains, were built adjacent with the cities. We do not have any clear evidence of the tools used for agriculture. However, the furrows or plough marks have been observed in a field of Kalimanga, Kalibangan. These indicate plough cultivation. A terracotta plough has also been reported from Banawali in Hisar district of Haryana. The irrigation was carried on a small scale by drawing water from wells or by diverting river water into canals. In this image, you can see the blowing system tools, and on the left side you can see the tool like comb which was used in fields. Now food. The early food producing era or period refer to local sites with early agriculture. It is famously known from the pre-Harappan occupation of Mehergarh, one of the earliest farming sites of the Indus Valley. During the regionalization era or pre-urban period, trade Networks linked related local villages and regional cultures, which had a unifying effect, resulting in a full fledged civilization. Traces of canals also have been found at the Harappan sites of Shartughai in Afghanistan. Besides, water reservoirs found in Dholavira may have been used to store water for agriculture. The chief food crops included wheat, barley, sesame, mustard, lentil, chickpea. The evidence for rice has come from Luthal and Rangpur in the form of husks embedded in pottery. यानी जो राइस की प्लांटेशन से उसका हस्क बचता है, वेस्टेज है, वो पॉटरी मेकिंग में यूज़ होता है और उसके एलिमेंट्स डिफरेंट जगहों से मिले हैं, ख़ास तौर पर लथल के एरिया से। तो उस हस्क से अंदाज़ा लगाया जाता है कि राइस भी यहाँ पर यूज़ किए जाते थे। Millets have been found from the sites of Gujarat. Cotton was another important crop. A piece of woven cloth has been found at Mohenjo-daro. It means they were familiar of weaving or khadi work. Apart from cereals, fish and animal meat also formed a part of the Harappan diet. In this slide, you can see the Harappan food, how delicious and tasty it was. In the next part, we will study other features of Harappan civilization. Thank you for listening.